Hi, I'm Banga, and today I want to ask you, what is beautiful? What makes something beautiful? And most importantly, what makes you beautiful? Today, I'm going to be talking about eating disorders and how they affect us and control our lives. But my main idea that inspired me to talk about this was, could society's way of displaying and controlling data have an influence on these disorders? Because if you think of it, all around us, TV advertisements, social media, posters everywhere, there are always models who are portrayed to be thin, tanned, have curves or muscles, or displayed a specific way that makes people call them beautiful. Is that maybe why 1 out of 50 adolescent girls have start self-induced vomiting? Do not get me wrong. I'm not trying to separate women from men, but in compared to women, 1 out of 500 boys get eating disorders. So today, I want to talk about this, and I want to talk about anorexia and bulimia and how they affect us. Over 30 million people suffer from eating disorders in the US, including anorexia and bulimia. Anorexia nervosa is an eating disorder characterized by abnormally low weight and an intense fear of gaining too much of it. People with this disorder have a fear that others are going to judge them for how they look, or judge them for their weight, or judge them for being them, because we are all different and we should accept that. Bulimia nervosa is a bit different. Has any one of you eaten when you were angry or stressed or lonely or just wanted to eat? Well, in bulimia nervosa, people have a compulsion to eat, and that means eating lots and lots of food. But instead of making up to it, they purge it out. This cycle of binge eating and purging and eating and purging is repeated over and over again, and it causes many different problems to the body. However, this has not been so just recently. It has been so for a really long time. Since the 1910s, women have always been thought to be beautiful, but not just beautiful. They had to look a specific way to be called that. In the 1910s, the Gibson girl had to have curves, small necks, and wide hips. In the 1920s, flat-chested women were popular. In the 1930s, the hourglass figure was really dominating. In the 1940s, women became more self-conscious about their bodies. Diary entries from different women show that they felt much more conscious about what they look like or what others will think of them. In the 1950s, curves are back in. People that are more feminine or prettier or more girly-like are liked. In the 1960s, girls had to belong to specific groups. They had to either be part of the popular gang or had to be part of a goth gang or a geek community. In the 1970s and 1980s and 1990s and the 2000s, girls were expected to be sporty, athletic, thin, have all the characteristics. However, it's not only about food. It's about mental health. People with these disorders, they don't only think about eating, but also about what others will think. With society always saying that, with society and its obsession over getting approved by others, it causes many people to obsess over the perfect body and strive towards it, no matter the consequences. That means young girls try and be perfect, but we all know we can't be perfect. This is a before and after picture of anorexia. As you can see, the changes are drastic. And although they think they are beautiful, they become scary. And people see them and look at them differently. Thank you so much for listening. And instead of remembering my talk and saying, yeah, I learned about anorexia today, I hope you can go out and help others raise a voice about it. Raise a voice towards those who do not have one loud enough. And that's what I hope I did today for everyone who does not have one. So thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it.